My name is Greg Hall. I am the administrator at Harmon Village Care Center, which is a skilled nursing facility. I've been here for about 12 and a half years. We were the first of about a dozen facilities under the same ownership that converted over to TCGRx Adherence Packaging.
We introduced TCGRx Adherence Packaging at Harmon Village Care Center in 2010. We started off with a small unit of 20 beds on our memory impaired unit, and then after about 2 weeks, we went to the whole house. The nurses like the fact that with adherence packaging, they're serrated on one side. They're very easy to tear open and pour the medications into a cup. They used to have to push medications out the back of the blister packs. Their fingers would get sore, they'd get blisters on them. Medication like Ativan, they were so tiny, as you were trying to push them out of the blister packs, they would break into pieces. You don't have this problem with adherence packaging.
We never have more than a 4-day supply delivered. Whereas with the old blister packaging, you would get, every time you'd reorder a medication, you'd get a full 30-day supply. And that medication could be given 3 times a day. You could end up getting 3 blister cards, each with 30 pills in them. And so naturally, if that medication is discontinued, which can happen very, very readily in this healthcare environment, you could be throwing away 90 tablets. We used to have bags, big bags full of blister packages, just filled with medications that we'd be returning to the pharmacy.
If at any time during this procedure medication is discontinued, the supervisor will come down to the cart. She will pull out the pouch packaging, she'll spread out the medications, and she'll take a highlighter, highlight the meds that's discontinued, and she will write on the medication package, medication discontinued. The nurse knows not to pull that medication out and give it to the resident. It is then disposed of at the cart by the nurse. As a nurse, you want to spend more time with your patients. You want to be in the room talking, finding out about them, helping them get well so that they can move on to the next step. When we used the blister packages, I found that myself and my nurses were tied to the med cart for 8 hours a day. We would be hunting through the carts that were such a mess. With adherence packaging, we're able to zip up and down the hall, give our medications to our residents. They're right there, and I say this over and over again, it's a no-brainer. You take the medications out, you open the package, you check them against your MAR, you give them to the resident, and while you're in there, you're able to spend more time. You're able to do the things that you became a nurse to do, assess the residents, talk to them, help them get well, help their well-being.
We know that our medications are being given as ordered on a much, much more guaranteed basis. Number 2, the nurses have more time to spend interacting with the resident instead of digging through carts. And number 3, the amount of waste that we have going from a 30-day supply to a 3 or 4-day supply is just vastly diminished. I would very sincerely and heartily recommend that any facility that is not using adherence packaging look at TCGRx as the provider for that. They will not regret it.